Hello and welcome to the UK Minifigure Collectors YouTube channel, the only channel to focus primarily on minifigures. Today I thought it would be cool to show you these Blind Box Gremlins minifigures. These have been made this year in 2025 by a company called Head Start, which is based in Australia. Now I'm sure you're aware Gremlins is a household name and has been since the 1980s, but it's been getting a lot of momentum recently. Now I do want to mention the actual box. I love the way they've got this beautiful sort of freshness coming out of the actual box. The way they've incorporated that crate design. The lovely Gremlins logo in large letters across the front, and then right at the bottom this animated sort of comic design version of Gizmo on the bottom. I believe it's very different to the 2023 animated series though. So it is worth mentioning, there is actually a mystery on the side of the box. Some boxes say 6 to collect, some say 7, but in every other way the boxes are exactly the same. But I was looking for confirmation of how many figures there actually were, so I did email the company, and I just want to say a big thank you to Head Start for emailing me back. They did actually confirm there's only 6 sculpts, and it was basically a misprint. So just taking a quick look at the back of the box, it shows all 6 designs. So you've got 3 Mogwai and 3 Gremlins. Now there is a checklist inside, but we'll have a look at that after we've looked at the figures. The first design, Gizmo in his box, has got to be the cutest minifigure that I think I've ever seen. It works fantastically well and it's a very highly accurate sculpt from what I remember from the film. I think the box was slightly larger. The detail that's gone into the box, again, very accurate. The painting is very slightly off, but it's pretty much a flawless minifigure, a great design. This next design, Strike with a Chainsaw, is a really cool piece. It is slightly bigger than the Gizmo in a box, but the aesthetic on this has been done really well. The way the colouring's been sort of colour toned and the balance of the figure, everything has been perfect. But the one standout feature is the fact that they've really captured that horror essence, something I think they've done really well. Next up is Gizmo with the 3D glasses. Now again, another really fun design, and you can see that sort of very light paintwork. It's not over elaborated on, there's no pattern to it or anything, but it works really well. My only criticism of this figure is the way the glasses are on. I would have preferred a choice to be able to take them off, but that's just me personally. Alternatively, we've got the Gremlin with 3D glasses. Now I think this is the better sculpt of the two. Maybe it's because of the popcorn bucket and the colours of that contrasting with the actual colours of the 3D glasses. It just seems to work that little bit much better. But you can see a lot more detail of the actual Gremlin, and that with the balance of the colours as well just works so much better for me. The last of the Mogwai is Gizmo, and it's just a very sort of plain sculpt. It looks like he's kind of waving with his sort of left hand, and he's got his head slightly turned to the left. But again, when you see these colours, you kind of realise that they are just plain sort of simple coats. There's no over detail on the colours, but again, a really nice sculpt. And lastly, we've got the trench coat Gremlin. Now, I love the sculpt on this. I love the way he's holding up his jacket, so he's sort of flashing his bits, just like you see in the actual movie. The black shades kind of top it off. But I'm not too sure on the glow in the dark on this. Don't get me wrong, I love Gremlins, but for me, I would have liked the normal plain Gremlin in this sculpt, rather than the glow in the dark. Now, I do think that all 6 designs display really well together. The only thing is, if you've got girls in the house, you probably are going to lose your gizmos at some point. I know myself, my wife has been after these 3 gizmos. Now I did mention the actual checklist earlier on, and while there's nothing special about it, I just love the design. This popcorn bucket works really well and the colour's really nice on it. And when you open it out, it just has all the actual 6 figures in the display. It's just a really nice checklist. Now thinking about size, the smallest, which is Gizmo with the 3D glasses, comes in at 4 centimeters, so about 1.5 inches, and the largest, which is Stripe with a chainsaw, comes in at 7, so just under 3 inches I believe it is. So put that into contrast with a muscle figure, and there's quite a big difference. So if I was to have one criticism, my problem with this line would be the scale. I think they need to take about a centimetre off each design. Otherwise, I think they'd be absolutely perfect. Now, I'm not going to lie, it's a lovely, fresh, new design, and I really do like it. I just wish they were that slight little bit smaller. Now, I had a lot of fun with this line. As you can see in these 3 photos, they do pair up really, really well. Now, the last thing I want to mention is the price point. They retail for between £5 and £8 retail, and I don't think that's a bad price. But if you look like on used markets, second-hand, eBay, places like that, you'll generally find them for under a fiver, and I had no trouble getting each one of these sculpts. Now, I'd love to hear what other people think about this line. Please leave a message in the comments beneath the video. And with that, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching the video. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a like, and I hope to catch you all again next time.